elections are bought and sold now.
It's all a big theater.
It's who can yell louder, not who's yelling what you want to hear.
There's a very big difference between people who are presidential and people who are celebrity material.
Was it?
That,
What do you think?
Do you feel?
yeah.
No. Was it?
I believe.
What do you think?
I think the decisions that the American president makes impacts all of our lives.
Other countries, as far-flung, even as the one I'm in at the moment, New Zealand, rely heavily on US leadership, and that's why the election is so important.
Unfortunately, Colombia does everything that the US president says.
The US government does have certain influence with British government, but I don't think that affects our day-to-day lives.
If it's a president that has a no immigrant policy, then that has a direct impact on me.
The president has a little bit less power than a lot of people might attribute to him.
The local government has more of an impact than the national government.
The American president has no influence in my life. I don't give a shit about him, actually.
If we look at what's been consistent about our last presidents, every single one of them have had some level of charisma.
You need a very good personality. You need a very good guy writing your speeches behind you.
Personality is the first thing that people judge others on.
President Obama has done a fairly good job with being a very eloquent speaker, and I feel like that is a very key ingredient to being a good leader.
To win an American election, money is definitely a factor.
Money is a really big deal, especially as the Supreme Court has knocked down a lot of restrictions on money in election campaigns.
The whole saying of $1 equals one vote might be funny, but it's true, it's a reality.
I do think that money plays an outsized role in American politics as much as it plays an outsized role in every political system in the world.
Now with Hillary Clinton running for president, there's the potential to break the gender barrier.
I think they're ready. I don't know if they want to admit to it.
I think we were ready a long time ago for a female president.
And if it has happened in Latin America, why wouldn't it happen in the US?
Every country is ready for a female head of state.
I think the question of is the US ready for a female head of state is an insane question. They're supposed to be one of the most developed countries in the world.
I don't think it should be whether the US is ready for a female president, but it should be really, are we ready for a diverse set of views and opinions?
I think there'd be certain religions and certain sexualities that perhaps America would not as a whole be able to accept.
People are pretty much willing to accept anything for an atheist president.
I think American people would not support a president that is Muslim.
I think it would be difficult for someone who wasn't married or someone who didn't have children. I think in a sense humanizes a candidate.
America has a long way to go when it comes to sexual preference. I would like to see a transgender single father as president.
I think the biggest challenge that the next president will face on the first day is to give us some hope and materialize that hope.
The biggest problem with the president's going to face day one is just trying to please everybody.
Whoever's elected in office, their biggest problem is, how am I going to unite people who have grown so far apart that they don't even talk the same language anymore?
It's such a complicated country. It just, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, for sure, no.